Two rags in here.
Yeah.
Which one am I using for dishes?
There's actually a wet one in there.
Okay. What I needed to know. Flo. Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing? Sweet and sassy, thank you for the heart me. So today, guys, doing something a little different. Usually we get on here and we was cooking and all that stuff, but we can't do the cooking on here anymore. No, we're not going to be eating. It's the downside to cooking that nobody likes. The dishes. So we are going to be doing the dishes. Get all my utensils in the sink. Ron, what did I forget to tell you? I tell you, I stay scatterbrained some days, guys. It's just so much going on and things of that nature. Oh, I'll go ahead and just say it on here, since we got pretty low views right now. The owner said not to be doing anything cooking online, in case there's a fire or anything here, heaven forbid. Since he didn't say we couldn't cook, he just said not to be cooking online, so it wouldn't give a insurance company a reason to come back and say, well, this is what caused the fire. We're not covering it. Need to plunge the sink today, guys. So that is why we can't cook on here. Hey, Carrie. And right now, we're just going to have a polite chat, guys. We're just going to enjoy the day. To the mods in here, we're going to block rudeness. Hey, Jennifer. We're not going to worry about just blocking a whole lot of people who are just coming in here from awareness or anything like that. We're just going to have fun and talk. We're not going to let them bother us today, guys. We're going to take that power back today on a Saturday where they don't bother us. And we're going to enjoy each other's company. So I don't want my mods to sit here and think. I'll just have to be on guard. If someone comes in being stupid, acting rude or something, get them. I would change the Timmy in that, Ron. That's the only thing I would change in that. Power Saturday. Saturday Power Hour. Wasn't that like WCW's old TV show back in the day? I remember they did the Power Hour. So I remember it was. They did a main event too. I think that was on Sunday. Because WWE did the. Saturday night's main event back in the day. Thankfully, it's not going to take me an hour to wash dishes. Had a little snafu today. The girl at the front desk, her math wasn't mathing. Everybody knows last Sunday I paid for a week. And she came up and said today was it. And I was like, no, it's only 6 days. So we got that straightened out. So we have the room for the night. We'll enjoy ourselves. I'm going to plunge this sink. Hey, Mama B54. How are you doing today? And when I plunge this sink, I'm not using the same plunger that goes in the toilet when it's stopped up. Fortunately, our toilet's never been stopped up. So I don't want anybody saying, ooh, he uses the same thing for his sink, because we don't. So, Blueberry will cross that bridge when we get there. I'm trying not to worry about everything all the time. It's been wrecking my mental health and my blood pressure, physical health all the way around. So we're going to enjoy the day to the best of our ability and worry about tomorrow in 24 hours. So might be some road sounds coming from this. Mama, we're doing pretty good. We over here doing some dishes today. We got up. She fixed her some a ramen bowl. I had some tuna and eggs. I'm trying to get stricter in this carnivore diet. And I've learned a few things that I was desperately doing wrong. And so I'll do better with that. It's just always great because the same people who get on here and talk about our size and everything are the same ones who get on here and make fun of us when we try to do something better about our size. Like I go to the gym, they make fun of me for going to the gym. And it's like I don't understand people, guys. I really don't. Buick OG, just on here talking today. Hey, Mama Medea, how are you? Last night's live kind of ended pretty quick. And for one of my mods that I told this to personally, if they post anything like this, I don't want to know. You didn't expect anybody, are you? Ron, did you see where Kid Nichols had passed away? I don't know if you know Kid that well or not. But I'm pretty sure you know him from being around this area and stuff. Yeah, go right ahead, Ron. You never have to ask permission to say something in here, Ron. Yeah, we don't know the full details on what happened to him yet. We just hear we got a bunch of hearsay. Well, not really hearsay, but half the stories we know what happened, but the other half is hearsay. Makes sense. Uh, we don't know what led up to the events of him uh, uh, getting pew-pewed and passing. Uh, we just know what happened, and it's been pretty well out there today because he was very well. But anyway, we're gonna. That's what happened to the live last night. If anybody was in here, uh, so we're gonna talk and just Billy Joe. I thought that's who it was that sung that, but I wasn't for sure. Um, I understand that statement more and more the older I get. Um, I really do. You going to the gym with me today, man?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stay on over here for about an hour, then I'll let you pop over here and do your makeup and stuff. You ain't gotta do it on live, but there's a. I'm sure everybody who knows anything about professional wrestling has heard this name, Jake the Snake Roberts. Uh, he has publicly came out a few years ago, and he was just like, I would never unalive myself, but I'll be happy when I'm gone. And he did this, and of course he's gotten a lot of help lately, and he's doing better and everything. And he was just like, I sat back and I watched some of my good friends pass that should still be here, and he said the things I've done and the rugs that I've done. This is what Jake the Snake Roberts was saying. So don't sample this and make it sound like it's me. Um, I don't have a just spotless past either, but I don't have a past like this man. But he was saying, the things he's done in this life, and he's still here at 70 something years old. Yeah, it really did. I love you too, but it's like you see these people. It's like horrible, horrible people in life. Like done, no matter what anybody thinks I've done or accuses me of doing, there's people out there who's done a lot worse. Like these people who get on here and they not on here, but there's people in life in general who um, alters other people's lives. That's the best way I can put it. In different crimes and stuff. Uh, and they live to be old people, you know. But someone who is wholeheartedly would give you the shirt off their back, you know, just it's like Scott Stapp has a song called "Gone Too Soon," and that fits the. I'm trying not to be in that mood. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying just to put on a smile and go on about the day. Uh, but damn, that is hard to do. That is hard to do. And damn, second down was for a second reason. Oh man, so many people in the wrestling business is just sometimes I look back and I'm just like, man, I'm people ask me, "Hey, did you know so and so?" I'm like, no. And that definitely helped. That's an off-camera question. That definitely it 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 helped. Thank you. You can continue to help all you want, but the wrestling business is full of so many horrible people, and it's just like, I mean, I you can't say too much on here because you'll get restricted, but uh, it's wild. It's like I really do look back on a lot of these people. It's people ask me, "Hey, did you know so and so? Did you hear?" Man, you know, uh, they was dating a I'm trying to figure out how to. Y'all know what I'm trying to say here. Like something they shouldn't be doing with someone who's not old enough to do it. And I'm just like, no, I never met them. Like I just played it off like, but it's a wild business. I gotta cut my fingernails today. My fingernails grow so fast. Like so fast. But anyway, let's talk about something else, guys. Let's just talk about something else. It's going to be a leg day in the gym. Man, I don't even attempt to cover the grays up anymore, guys. I never really attempted to begin with. Although there is a picture of like 22, 23-year-old Tim out there with blonde hair. Uh, it's crazy. I hope that picture doesn't resurface. I've got it on my phone. Zach, thank you for the rose. Oh, I didn't put my pan up good enough. Hey, Nana, how are you? Yeah, buddy. Drinking a little cough. Chocolate covers pistachio. If anybody knows my wife, she can't buy regular coffee. But I can't even complain about this stuff. She caught coffee on sale the other day at Walmart. The mean streets of TikTok, right? But listen, this is a running joke here. I always tell my wife I didn't have a single gray hair until we started dating and stuff. And that's the truth. We started dating when we were 16, but I still didn't have a single gray hair until I met her. And we're doing pretty good. Just getting over here and wanting to talk, break the day up a little bit. So I don't call them grays anymore. They're my wisdom highlights. I'd hate to know how much I would have to spend in just for men to keep them covered up just in my beard alone because my beard grows fast. Like I think what I've got now is only like what this is what about a month and a half of growth on the chin. She ain't paying me no attention. Talking to you in there.
What, baby?
I said this is what about a month and a half growth.
Yeah, probably.
I got a little curl to it. It's a lot longer than it looks because it curls up a little bit. Yeah, you earned them gray hairs, Ron. Hey, my uncle used to say that if you don't have a few gray hairs, you're not doing something right in life. So I guess I did some stuff right. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's the first time I've ever seen that one in there, or on here. I actually chuckled a little bit. So, but I know it's meant as a no racist jokes. No, nothing racist in here, guys. Nothing racist, nothing homophobic. Went ahead and just muted him because I didn't want the um, racist stuff to come out. We will not tolerate racist stuff. We're not going to tolerate hate to anybody. I don't care if it's you're trying to hate on somebody because of their race, their sexuality, what they look like, anything in that fact. We're not going to hate on that, guys. So yeah, I know straight talk. Hey Shelby, we're just on here talking today. How are you doing? Somebody came in with a couple inappropriate jokes, and we had to go ahead and pop. I went ahead and popped them on out. Uh, I didn't ever want to get to the punchline. The one I didn't like at all was the "Hey, do you remember me?" from one of the adult sites, inferring that me and him has done something on one of the adult sites together. But what does that even matter? If someone comes on here and they are homosexual, bi, gay, whatever the technical term is, what does that even matter anymore? Like, what is that? Who cares, right? I mean, I'm not. I'm very straight, but who cares? Oh, you care if they come in my room? Oh, okay. I see what it is now. It's a sock puppet over there is in here. I don't care what you are. Listen, I don't care what race you are. I don't care what sexuality you identify as. I don't care what your preferences are. If you're right-handed, left-handed, if you use your third toe on your left foot to sign your name with, man, I don't care. Y'all, everybody's welcome in here. The ones that aren't welcome are the ones that come in here and just spew hate and the trolls. I'm pretty anti-troll. Yeah, let's put that on a t-shirt. Anti-troll. I know a t-shirt guy. Daggone flies. Thought I had apple cider vinegar and I didn't. So I couldn't do the fly trap thing. I didn't go as fancy with my coffee as she would have went. I just went coffee and creamer.
What creamer did you use in it?
My caramel.
Oh, you should use white chocolate latte in it.
Oh, yeah, I should have. I didn't know that was an option.
Well, yeah.
I don't remember what's all in there. You just hand me stuff, I stick it in the refrigerator. One of them little dorm-sized refrigerators, so sometimes it's kind of like plain texture. Blech. Sometimes it's like playing Tetris. You too, be positive. Ron said to tell my beautiful wife hello. Hello, beautiful wife.
Hey.
She said, hey. Be positive. We hope you have a blessed and wonderful day also. We are going to try to have the best day that is physically possible for us to have. I think we all deserve that, don't we? I think we all deserve that. Everybody on this chat, even the ones who we might not agree with and stuff, we all deserve a great day. Shelby, as far as right now, I know we're going to go to the gym where we'll come back and do a little supper, and then, I don't know, maybe.
Ashley done Snapchatted me and said, y'all coming up here today?
Maybe, jump back on live a little bit later on the night. Mama B54 says, hello, beautiful wife.
Hey.
Be positive. I agree with you. And I've lost that so much lately. I really have. And I know some of my friends on here need to read that too. We've lost that. It kind of goes back to wrestling for me. Shawn Michaels did this promo years ago where he was going to leave wrestling because he lost his smile.
Juju says hi too.
And I feel like I lost my smile. And Juju says hi to everyone.
She moved up here whenever.
So. Yes, be positive. We don't go to church like we should, and a lot lately, and I've been kind of open with my friends on here about this. I've battled with my faith. So. What? So. Yeah, he was just asking if we was Christian, so I won't go deep into a religion or politics. I agree with you. Be positive. I do agree with you. That's the hardest thing to do sometimes. It really is. It was, Shelby. It was very interesting. Hey, Eric. Somebody said that I was on here explaining to everyone how me and them kissed behind closed doors one time. It's a battle for me right now. Like, it really is. Some days I'm just like, okay, I see this. I need to do this, that, and the other. And then some days I'm just angry. So. Well, boy, they fishing today, ain't there, guys? Fish. I'm not hungry. I just ate before we came on. I had some nice tuna and some eggs. Oh yeah, be positive. That's just being human. That's just being a human being. Is um, yeah, Ron, definitely. Um, we all are going to go through days where we're just like, I can't do this. Why are you doing? And I'm the world's worst about. Um, why is this happening? Why is this going on? Why is this person? Why that person's gone? Why is this person gone now? You know, I definitely understand that. Be positive. If you need to talk about something and it's too personal, you can DM me. Um, I believe that no matter what we're going through, we still have to be a shoulder for someone else when they're going through something. Um, if you wanted to talk about it here, you're more than welcome. You know, to talk. This is a group of good people that's in here right now. For the most part, there might be a few people in here that's not that great, but they're hiding in the shadows. But for the most part, there's a lot of good people in here. Um, if you wanted to talk, this is an open discussion. Um, by all means, you can talk, ask for prayers, whatever you feel comfortable doing. So it's if you wanted to talk about it and have several people pray for you and stuff throughout the day, hey, you got the got you, got you. We'll all definitely be keeping you in our thoughts and prayers that you you get through all this. Like Shelby said, I don't want to misquote her. She just said it. Nothing bad lasts forever. That's what she has to remember. And I tell you, I forget that a lot, guys. I do. I forget it a lot. Um, as long as we're just pressing forward, and that's not easy to do either. I hate that you're in a bad relationship. I really do. Um, it's it's easy for people to forget that not everybody gets the fairy tale ending, right? Um, hey, Mikhail, how are you doing? It's been a minute. Be positive. I completely understand that. Where I had to do the same thing. Angela's had to do the same thing from a couple of her family members. Be positive. Ask whatever you feel like you need to ask. I always say a question can be asked, but an answer doesn't have to be given. Um, hey Julie, I think a lot of people forget that. Like just because someone asks you a question doesn't mean you're obligated to give an answer back, right? Uh, as long as you keep it respectful and try not to use any words that are not allowed by TikTok's community guidelines, you can ask your question. If you feel better about just sending me a DM and asking, that's fine too. I won't be able to check that until after I get off the live. We are almost in the same time frame. Mine was in June of 2024. Sometimes, listen, I'm going to say this and it might sound harsh and I hope it doesn't. Um, who cares about I'm trying to put this perfectly. Hey, Lizette, who cares about what other people want with you succeeding? Succeeding is for you, right? I know it would be great if, um, you succeeded and made everybody happy. I used to think that same way. Um, Depression has beat me down to the point to where um, I think I gave up at one point this past year. But succeeding is you. Exactly. My family's never going to change. I know what you're going through with that. I have family on my mom's side that um, honestly, they didn't have anything to do with me till my mom passed. And then when she passed, they automatically became the aunts and uncles that, they should have been the whole time. And I had one on that side that was really, uh, really close to me. And then the rest of them, I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I decided a few years ago to reach back out to my uncle and just to be like, look, I don't know. There's no hard feelings on my end. And as I was trying to look up and find a phone number for him, I found out he had passed away like 4 years before that. And nobody bothered to let me know. It was at that moment I went, you know what? I'm done trying to. Exactly. Lizette said it best up there. Who cares what people think? It makes you feel good when somebody in your family that you've always looked up to acknowledges something you've done, and it's like, hey, you're doing a great job. But at the end of the day, you've got to do that for yourself. We're never going to change our families. Dang, I hate that. Be positive, I really do. That's something he'll pay for on his end one day. You just got to make sure your son knows that you love him and you care for him, and you got to make sure he knows that mommy's doing everything she can in her power to see him. That'll speak volumes at the end of the day for him. Um, I don't know how old your son is, but any age you can see effort, right? You can see effort. Um, the only thing that changes about that is at a certain age we realize um, real effort and fake effort. So as long as you're making that real effort, you know, I said I don't know his age, but keep doing what you're doing, keep trying to be there, keep being, um, and the best way to get back out at him is not to give up. You're asleep. I think you dozed off. Julie, I guess she's doing pretty good. I think she's dozed off over there. Well, the only person that can change my outlook on somebody is that person. Oh. Uh, Nobody's going to come in here or come to my DMs and just tell me something and change my outlook on how I feel about somebody. So you always got a safe place here. Not accusing you of anything like this, but somebody can come in and show proof that somebody's doing something, said something's not the person they're acting like they are, and that the might change that way. But I don't just take someone's word that they go, "Hey, this person is this way and this way and this way," and I go, "Oh well, if you're saying that, they've got to be that way." I don't do that because people do it. People do that to me daily on here, daily, almost hourly at this point. Exactly, Ron. Uh, yeah, we try to make this as safe as possible for somebody to come in here and be able to talk. DMs are always open. There's some good people in this group. By all means, if you don't want to talk to me about anything, there's so many other people, here to talk to. And in all of that, you just got to stay positive that your son knows what's going on. I'm trying to figure out why my phone is stalled at 37% charging. It's been on 37% for like 30 minutes now. And I got turbocharge on mine. Hey, Bugsy. Hey, we've been on for a little bit this morning. We're going to be back on probably tonight to talk and everything. We've been on 45 minutes. I really wish TikTok would quit changing stuff on here. understand that completely. And my wife checks this account too, and she has PTSD also because some stuff that happened to her. Uh, so, but she checks this account and she talks and everything. Bugsy, how are you doing this morning? Hey, Madison, how are you? Yeah, that news last night just took it all out of me, and I didn't feel like being on after that last night. It just felt like somebody walked up and just kicked me right in the chest and knocked all the air out of me. I've addressed that a lot. I think I got a video addressing the job situation too. So, I looked into it more. It was, I don't know. I don't know if it's the details around everything. I know what happened to him now, but I don't know the details around it. He was pew-pewed. Can't say certain things on here. I don't know if I can say that. And didn't make it. I don't know. I've heard 3 different stories about why he was in that situation. I've heard from being robbed to he was on a bounty. So I do know that at one point he was doing bounty hunting, and but he hadn't talked about that in a while. So, and he was actually going out on the rigs, worked the oil rigs out in the ocean. And the other day, there's a storm coming through and delayed their delayed his trip. So I don't know, since he was delayed, if he decided, hey, I will collect this bounty, make some extra money, or what. But like I said, I don't know the full. I only know the 2 or 3 things that I'm told. Only I do know is that someone took my friend's life, and yeah. So, after I got off here last night, I had they're called Factory Smoke. It's a cigar. It's a very cheap cigar. It's like $3.99. I had one of those, and I went out and sat in the car for about an hour and a half and smoked it, and just had bouts of crying to laughing, because he was that type of guy. He was something else. But anyway, y'all hang on 1 minute.
Hang on, I'm gonna see, okay, I'll take this drink. It is it. Thank y'all, y'all been doing okay? Oh, it is. Thank y'all.
If, you still around the corner?
Yeah. What's she doing?
Huh?
What's she doing?
I want to go over to the drink place
Oh, what's she doing?
behind Walmart. Okay, guys. Somebody was gently rapping at our door. Jeez, be positive. That is rough. Losing a parent, man, it never gets easier, guys. October the 1st, 1993. I still miss her. I've spent 32 years missing my mom. So, yeah, she was, let me see that math. Trying to think. My dad is 50. Well, it depends on what day you ask my dad. Uh, guys, I'm over here in tears today. My mom was a great person. My dad worked a lot when I was young, and uh, she taught me just about everything. So, taught me how to catch. I'm looking over at you, trying not to just break down over here, but we're all kind of just having this conversation. I was trying to think how old she was. She was born in 1958. She was born in January 1958, January 21st, 1958. And she passed October 1st, 1993. So that is 34 years old? She's about a year older than my dad. And, so yeah. Ron, when I seen that, I was like, oh, Ron's hitting buttons again. Ron reposted it, and I was just like, yeah, he must have moved around and hit the wrong button. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but we need to cheer this chat up. Hey, Miranda. How are you doing today, Miranda? All right. The all right was an off-camera answer to something. Miranda, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Sitting here, we've been chatting about a little bit of everything today, guys. A little bit of everything. Hey, Juliet. Did she pop her little head up over there when I said that? Juliet is actually Juju's real name. Okay, Ron, we might be off by then because she's got to go over here and she's going to do her makeup and stuff. She said it makes her feel pretty. She's already pretty, but
Oh, stop it.
if the makeup's for her, so um, yeah, Juju was Angela's grandmother's dog. I've been around for a while. You've heard me say that. Um, when Granny passed, we kind of inherited her, but she had the mother of the dog, which was Lily, and then she kept a little boy and a little girl, and it was Romeo and Juliet, and she always called Juliet Julie, and when, of course, sadly enough, the dog down the road got a hold of it. Came. This is something else I hate about our city. Romeo was Jack Russell Chihuahua mix, but leaned more on the Chihuahua side of it. And the dog down the road was a very mean Rottweiler. And he got off his log chain one day. He broke the log chain, which I hate people keeping animals on log chains and stuff. Like, that's just dog dragging around a heavy log chain all day long is not right. But got off the log chain, came down there into Granny's yard, got a hold of Romeo, and basically unalived him in the yard, but then carried him around like he was a trophy. So that left Lily and Julie, and then when Granny passed, Lily went to live with another family, and Julie became a loner for a while. Then it got cold one year, and we eventually just had to trap her and get her into the house. And then we spent, about 2 weeks trying to get her to come out from underneath the bed. And, we was trying to get her to come out. She'd come out, grab a plate of food, and go back underneath the bed. It was a rough 2 weeks because we was constantly having to move the bed to clean and everything else. And then I went to work. I worked second shift at a place called Rough Country down here at the time. And I went to work, and Angela texted me. She said, "Hey, I moved the living room around. I think you'll like it." Because she would move the living room around and stuff whenever she got bored. And I come home, and when I got there, she's sitting in her chair, and she goes, "Hey, look at this." And she lifts up her cover, and Julie is in the chair with her. And I was like, "How did that happen?" And she goes, "I moved my recliner over here where Granny used to have her recliner, and sat down, and a few minutes later, she's in my lap." And so we started calling her little Juju and stuff like that. And she has been glued to the wife's hip ever since then. She can leave the room and come back in, and Juju acts like she ain't seen her in 10 years. But she's a precious little thing. She's laying over there with her now. Probably behind your legs, ain't she?
Yeah.
She's protecting her mama from the cold air. But yeah. It was funny when the first guy said that. But I'm staying out here just a little bit longer, guys. I've got an hour and 1 minute, so I'm gonna hit the hour and 15 and hit this goal on here. So 14 more minutes, so 2:21. Hey, wild child. No, I'm not for sure where we inherited the dog. Kind of inherited. We didn't inherit a house. Not for sure where. That'd be the next thing being said now because they inherited a house and all. So. Wild child, what are you doing? We've got the room for the night, and then we're trying to get things worked out for tomorrow and the rest of last week. You're fine. Yeah, no, we didn't inherit a house. We inherited the dog, Granny's dog. So just got out of the pool. I bet you that pool felt good. It's hot here. It's only gonna get hotter. I hate hot weather, guys. I know you're not supposed to say you hate something, but I hate hot weather. '93. I don't know what it is here. Tennessee chick. You know how Tennessee weather is, and if you're from here, like it's a different. It's just on a different level than uh, other states. I believe it's just. I think Tennessee's got its own. Uh, I was drawing a blank. Atmosphere. I don't know. It's just weird. It's hot. It's humid. I don't know what the temperature. What's the temperature say over there? It's 93 where Wild Child's at. 83 in Washington State.
It says it's 89 here, but I think it's hard.
What does the real feel say?
Feels like 98.
89, but feels like 98. I hate that too because it's 98 degrees. If it feels like it's 98 degrees, it's 98, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on. It's 89, but it feels like it's 98. Then it's not 89, it's 98. Hey, Cody. And it's like, oh, well, you got the heat index. That makes it feel different. How does that work? Like, listen, I just don't get that. Like, oh, we got the wind chill, so when the wind blows, okay, I can understand that one. It feels like 40. When the wind blows, it feels like 30. Summertime, this is hot. My whole thing is if they can say it's 90 but feels like 100, then it's not 90, it's 100. It just blows my mind. Either one of those two temperatures are not acceptable. I guess it's too hot. Hey, Mandy, how are you? All right, sweetie. Yeah. And then your body might have a shock from going from extreme heat to extreme cold. So this is the weather to do the ice bucket challenge in. It's what me and Josh did that one day. We wrestled in Humboldt and it was so freaking hot.
Mm-hmm.
And we was set up to do the ice bucket challenge, and when we came home, it was just like, let's do it now. Because it was hot, and then we rode up there with Brandy, and her car didn't have air conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get a chance to cool down on the way home. And I tell you guys, wrestling in a hot building in the middle of summer in the South sucks. Yeah, I wrestled at EWE and Ripley a lot. Everything got quiet. About 8 more minutes on here, then I'm going to call it the live. And then she's going to get herself together. We're going to go to the gym. Whew, 108 in southern Utah. I wrestled about 2 years straight at TIWF. Back at TIWF before they got the air conditioning. That's my luck. Whew. I couldn't lace them up now if I wanted to. Okay, Carrie. Carrie, we're only going to stay on for about 6, 7 more minutes to, not 67, 6 or 7 more minutes. Trying to hit the hour and 15-minute mark to hit that goal that TikTok gives. And then we're going to get off, enjoy a part of the days, and, you know, I believe I have one more match in me. I just don't have it in me right now. It would take a lot of preparing. I would like to think I have one more match in me. But like I said, it would take a lot of preparing and getting myself together physically to be able to get in the ring. Lizette, is she still here? I was fortunate enough that I had my dad was a wrestler, and between him and all the other guys, they kind of just taught me along the way. So I didn't have like one trainer. I got the honor to training with a lot of guys. Then later on, there's Lizette. I spoke her name and she popped on. That's weird. I was just wondering if you was still around or not. Everything was kind of sad talk earlier and everything, but later on in my wrestling journey, I had the honor of training with Sir Mo from Men on a Mission from WWE, and then I was around him for quite a bit, and then a guy named Motley Cruz, which is probably the best guy to never make it. Like, that's fair enough to say.
What?
Motley's the best guy to never make it.
Yeah.
Like, he was unbelievable talent in the ring, an unbelievable teacher. I believe he's a better teacher than he is in the ring, and he's outstanding in the ring. He's second to none. You may have said you was going to go get some food or something. I just didn't see, and I was just like, I noticed you and Bugsy, and I was just like, huh.
You know what would be good today?
No, I don't.
A blizzard or a blast.
Yeah. Derek, by God, King. Derek is a very close friend. I love Derek. He is something else. Derek used to travel everywhere with his PlayStation 3.
Yep.
Maybe a PlayStation 2. I don't know. One and two. And he'd want everybody to play American Idol. Except for Angela. Now, playing American Idol with him wasn't, you got up, you sung your song, you sat down. You had to get up and you had to stand there and wait for what the judges was going to tell you on the game. And he never could beat Angela, and it drove him mad. I don't even watch wrestling that much. I might watch a few clips of it and like the bigger shows and stuff. So, is that what did you have for lunch? Ever a late lunch or early supper? Like me, I'm all about them late lunches. There you go. My nose is itching. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. A couple more minutes on here. We hit that hour and 15-minute mark, guys. We're going to call that alive. We're at 112. So, then we'll probably be back on the night to talk and cut up and everything. And,
That 20 below ice cream truck is back at Verizon.
the 20 below ice cream trucks back at Verizon. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop coming down here.
Oh, I've seen old Dwayne pop on here. I must have seen something different. He usually says hi when he pops on. But I don't know. I might have seen a Dwayne and thought it was our buddy Dwayne. Yeah, we'll be on at some point tonight. Kind of just go from there and see how things go and talk and cut up and have some fun. We hope you join us. Hope everybody join us. Mikhail, I have went to a few job interviews. It's about as deep as I want to go with it on here. So, nothing against you. It's just I don't want to take a chance of anybody to know anything that doesn't need to know anything. About what time tonight? We're going to shoot for about 8:30 probably. Okay. It may be a little bit later, maybe a little bit earlier. I don't know. We'll say anywhere between 8 and 9. How's that sound? So, did we get that hour and 15 mark? We got the hour and 14. There's the hour and 15, guys. I'm going to get off here. Lizette says you'll miss us. Well, we'll be back, and you can always DM and talk. Everybody can. Everybody can just DM and talk if y'all want to.
Ashley just texted and said, "Where you at?"
But she's going to get over here and get herself together and looking even more beautiful than what she is. I've got to put on a better shirt. And they'd probably like it if I put on shoes. Oh, I got on shoes. I just ain't any socks on. I got my Crocs on. You know what they say? If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking. And on that note, I'll catch you guys down the road.